Good morning and happy Thursday. The sun is crazy again today. It's nice. I don't want to feel like I'm complaining about the bright sun. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, happy Thursday. It's kind of crazy that we have done already 3 weeks of Ramadan, and next week is our last week of the Ramadan schedule. And it's very likely that next week we're going to be we are having an attic inspection. So I just want to remind everybody that when we're doing the Zooms, it's really important that you are wearing your school uniform. Okay, that will be important. So just kind of getting the hang of that. So even for today, when we're doing our Zoom, I would like everyone to make sure that you're following with that and wearing your school shirt. Doesn't matter. You can wear your track bottoms or whatever, jeans, whatever you kind of want in the bottom, but do make sure that you're wearing your CIS polo shirt. Yeah, okay, so here is what we have on today, or I guess these are the things that we have to make sure that you have submitted. So first is the morning math number 3. That was technically supposed to be done by last night at by the end of the day, like 2 o'clock type thing. It's still open, so you can still do that. I would love for it to be done by the latest would be 10 o'clock, because then I would be posting the review. It needs to be done at 9:45. And then I'll post the review at 10 o'clock. If everyone has done it. If everybody hasn't done it, just like if we were in class, I'm not giving it back. I'm not going over it. So I guess we'll kind of wait and see. And then also you could look at Seesaw. So if the morning math is not able to be posted at 10 o'clock, then look at Seesaw and see what comments I've written to you so we can get everybody to an E level on that question, okay? I'll just show this to you. This one, okay? And you have to make sure that you're counting the blocks. So in the first figure, how many blocks are there? You have to count each of them, okay? Then the other thing, I guess I should just say, is you have to fill out the whole entire chart. You have to say how many blocks there would be, and then you also have to say the expression, okay? So that, that is important to do. Because I'm counting this one as a little mini homework mark. So I don't want to give out 0 for this, because that just sucks. Especially since I'm letting you do it again if you didn't get it right the first time. So it should be a really easy thing to get an E on, because you can keep doing it as long as you make the fixes. Okay, then Max to the Green Sky. If it's late, I'm going to be messaging people privately today. If you have not handed that in, that was due already on last Tuesday. The plate tectonics reading is due today, so you should be able to finish that by the end of the day, okay? It should not need to be anything that you're thinking about on the weekend. And then Prodigy also should be done today. So we're not really starting anything new today, as you'll see, but these are the things to make sure you have checked off. And some of you might have already checked these things off, and then that's amazing. I'll tell you what you can kind of keep working on if those priority things are done. So, okay, I'm actually just gonna, so today, okay, it's kind of like our normal day, except I'm juggling things around a little bit. I'll just get into this. Okay, so 10 o'clock, we're starting math, hopefully with the review, okay, of morning math. I'm gonna host an optional Zoom at 10:15 until 10:30 for any questions, okay? This could be related to the Seesaw thing, or any of the textbook questions that we've been doing so far. So it was great. Some people joined that yesterday. So today, again, you can come for that. And then 10:15, there's no other math homework today, okay? So I will post a little video at 10:15, but basically, the only thing that you need to do is just finish off Prodigy, okay? Or just play the Prodigy tasks. Okay, for ELA today, just work on Membeam. We're not doing anything new today, okay? We're not starting anything new because I want you guys to have time to catch up with what we have been working on. So, yeah, Membeam you should be able to do. And then you could keep working on the visual poetry, which is due on Sunday, okay? So as a reminder for that, if you're not sure, I'd suggest you go back and rewatch the lesson from Monday, our ELA lesson from Monday. Because during that lesson, I taught you how to make concrete poetry using Word. That's one option. You do not have to do that. You could do the blackout poetry, which is what we learned from Miss Cassie like 2.5 or 3 weeks ago. Or you could do the collage, or you could do the thing where you like take different word cuttings and like, or take different like cut up poetries where like you type out the lyrics of whatever song you chosen or your saying of kindness or whatever it happens to be, and then you just like jumble it up in a different order, and then you make a new poem out of that. So that is another option, okay? So if you're not sure, go back and watch the lesson from Sunday, okay? Or sorry, from Monday. And then if you're really not sure, hang on the line today after we finish our Zoom for social studies, and then you can ask me, okay? But I suggest the first place to go is watch the lesson from Monday. And I'll make a post on Edmodo or on our Edmodo for you guys to submit those. Okay, so it could be like a picture, or I guess it could be like whatever method you happen to have done for these. So I'll do like a little mini lesson for that. You'll see me pop up at like 11 o'clock for that. Okay, and then, yeah, okay, so that's it for ELA. And then I guess the plate tectonics reading as well is something. I'm going to post it at the end though, just as like a little checklist. Okay, social studies. We have our Zoom at 1 o'clock. So I'll post the code like, 12:55 type thing. So we're going to start with the presentations from the 3 groups that are going to go today, that didn't go yesterday. And then we're going to get into the show what you know. So I'll explain it, and then, and then you guys can work on that. Okay, so that'll be nice. And if you have questions about it, then it's much easier to just do this with a Zoom. And then science, today we are going to do the same thing. We're going to do kind of what we did yesterday, a lesson at 11 o'clock, and I'm going to combine it with a tiny little bit of moral education as well. And then also, if you want to do any of these bonus activities or bonus labs, you can. So I know that some people already have, because they messaged me, Miss, where do we put up our animal tracks? So I'm going to show you here in KidBlog. Okay, so if it says like optional lab, I should really edit this one to saying optional activity. But this is the new one. I found this cute paw print. Okay, so we can talk about like the negative space, the metatarsals, the metacarpals, the nails, and then like the exact like pad, how many toes it has. Oh, there we see up here, this is the 5th toe. That is like not really used in most like dogs and cats. Anyway, so what you had to do for this was, what type of track does your favorite or choice animal leave behind? Create a matching game for your classmate, or create a game, I guess, for your classmates to solve. Choices are either a matching board, which is what I had shown from yesterday. Where is that? PowerPoint. Anyway, hopefully you remember it. It's where you had, let me see. Yeah, this one. Right? So like a matching board. So you'd make up like 4 different animals and you'd say like, okay, well, which one matches to which? Or you make up like a multiple choice thing where it's like, okay, here's my animal, and then you write down different, like, this is A, this is what, like, one type of track. So maybe have like an animal up here and say, okay, which is the print of a beaver? And then you give like this and this and this and then this. Then they have to like do some searching and then figure out what would be the correct one. Okay, so either of those. I know some people have already done them, so I'm really keen to see those. So just post them underneath here with whatever method you want to, if you drew it or if you have a Word document, whatever. So in the picture, if you're doing this, make sure you include the feet of the animal, so we'd be able to like get a little bit of a preview and then a clear image of the actual footprint. Okay, so again, that is optional, but people who are trying to get like E's in science, oh, there, the light's better. Then like this is the stuff, like say that you're at like overall like an RA, or you do this and you'd probably be like at a CA, or if you are a CA and then you do these, or even like any of them, then that's the type of thing that like pushes you up to the next level. Okay, so There you go. But it's not like required for you to do. Okay. And then, right. Okay. So then this is our overall look at the day. Okay. So Prodigy for math, maybe review, optional. Okay. Science, optional activity. This is for ELA. Okay. So explorers, you could keep working on. The visual poem, I'd say this should be like the number one thing that you keep working on. I might even like rank that up here. Whoops. Okay, like that, okay? And then the plate tectonic reading. Oh, really? That should be number one. Okay, this actually should be at the top because this is due today. And then the visual poem is due on Sunday, okay? And then explorers, not till Tuesday. There is UAE Social Studies Zoom today at 12:30, not for people with me and Mr. Callum. It's just for the people who are in the other class. We're going to be starting UAE Social Studies with Mr. Callum's class and my class after Eid. So like not during Ramadan, but after Ramadan. And then social studies, right, 12 o'clock. Oh yes, I said this yesterday. We can do an optional Zoom at 12 o'clock for any of the groups who just want to kind of do a quick practice. And then 1 o'clock is when we're actually doing our Zoom. Okay, so hopefully that's a good overview of the day. And please make sure you get the morning math done so I can post that by 10 o'clock. And then other than that, today's just really a catch-up day. We're not learning anything new today other than our lesson at 11 o'clock for science. Okay, so there you go.